Hello, TikTok family. I'm going to try some psychic medium. Just wanted to say hi to everybody. I am going to be doing a couple readings tonight. They are by a $25 donation. And just keep in mind that when you come on here and have a reading with me, that it is recorded and I do re-put those over on my YouTube channel. So if you can do me a favor, if you're just coming in, just kind of tap the screen. It's our way to get people in here, and I've got to notify my moderators. How are you guys this evening? I'm over in Oregon and it's been raining and in the 60s, and guess what? This week is 80s and 90s. So air conditioning is hooked up, fan is on, I've got my LaCroix. So this is good. And usually I can start to see, like, yeah, just waiting on my moderators here really quick. There we go. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Kimberly. When I was younger, we had a show called Romper Room, and she would be like, I see my friend Rebecca, and I'm like, say my name, say Julie. I would be like that. So I'm doing readings today. If you're just tuning in, my name's Julie and I am a psychic medium. And the readings today are $25. They're by via Venmo. All my information of how to pay for your reading is in my link tree. And I'm just waiting for Cara to join because she paid last time and I wasn't able to do her reading. And then any of my moderators. So welcome. If you could do me a favor and just start by tapping on the screen. It just gets like good energy flowing so that we can start the readings for the day. And just in general, I wanted to see how everybody's doing. We had some really huge energy shifts going on. I know some people were really on this roller coaster where they would be like super happy and hopeful one day, and then the next day just feel really overwhelmed. So I know a lot of people who follow me are empaths, and so just wanted to see how you were doing. Hi, Rita, how are you? So Cara's coming on. Hi, Karen. If you guys are interested in a reading, I am a psychic medium, and I come on here every so often around 5:30 Pacific Coast time, and I take a $25 donation for some mini readings. So if you would like a reading today, I don't have my moderators on yet, but usually they start to come on once they see a list. Oh, hey, from Oklahoma. Yeah, I am over here in Oregon. We have had rain, and then now we plugged in air conditioning units today. Hold on one second. Delilah, can you do me a favor and sit down? My dog is so funny. She never wants any attention. I'll feed her and do everything. Melbourne, Australia. I love Melbourne. I've been to Byron Bay, to Sydney, to Manly Bay. Trying to think of anything else. And we just passed through Melbourne. Hi from Kentucky. Hello, California. I was just there 2 years ago. Yes, I'm doing really well, thanks. Other than just needing more rest these days. You know, it's so funny because I used to have my self-care down, and now it's Lisa, you want to be friends with me? I don't know if I can come out and come back in, but I saw it and you have the right person if you're wondering if that's me. So Lisa, you just asked to be friends on Venmo. And Kim, okay, Kim Lovebirds. So I have 2 readings so far. I usually can do about 5. And so Cara is first, but I don't see her on here. She knows I'm coming on. And Lisa, okay, there we go. And Lisa, if you could do me a favor, because what's going to happen is, okay, there we go. Lisa Q. Okay. And Lisa, when you come on to say hi so I can see who you are, don't do it now, but I'm going to have you tell me the last initial, because sometimes people go, oh, my name's Lisa and I paid. I don't have that happen often, but I have had it on occasion. Oh, thanks, Helmel. Hallie, Bo Bally. Better day. Oh, New Jersey. Hello, hello. Hi, Lisa. So I'm just trying to see if I have my moderators on. Cara is coming on to get a reading too. And then Lila. Okay. Lila. Perfect. So far it's Cara. She was on for last time, so I was going to put her first. So I'm trying to see if she's on here. Hi, Michigan. And I'm trying to see. Oh, good, Lisa. I see you. I see you, Lisa. Perfect. A reading is a $25 donation, and I will be on here 5:30 Pacific Coast time tomorrow, maybe earlier. And I'm doing 5 readings total. So I think I have Kim, Cara, Lisa, and Lila. And I'm just trying to see if Cara's on here. So I think I can do 2 more readings this evening. And it's in my Venmo. If you just go in there, you'll see where my link is, and it's just a $25 donation. Oh, Gina, I would love to help you with anything that I can. I am just waiting to see if I have any moderators on. Cara is here. Yay! Excuse me, if you guys can just give me a second. I'm going to see if I have any more moderators coming on. I haven't been on here for a while. I've been resting. I went on 2 back-to-back trips after not doing anything from because of COVID and being very conservative with like masks. Oh, beautiful, thank you. With masks and things like that. I hadn't gone anywhere, and within 2 weeks' time, I went to my son's graduation and my nephew's graduation and was around more people on those 2 events than I have been in the whole 3 years of the pandemic. I don't know if you guys can relate to that. But I am trying to see if I have a moderator on. I don't see one at this time, so we'll just hope. And Gina, okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and close the list. So I have Cara, Kim, Lisa, Lila, and Gina. So it goes Cara's number 1, Kim's number 2, Lisa's number 3, Lila's number 4, and Gina's number 5. Got you, Gina. You're all set. So I was hoping I would have a moderator on here, but that's okay. I'm just going to put angels around it and just start. So if you guys can do me a favor, when I start a reading, it's really important that people try not to talk. I know you're going to have similar messages, or you'll say, oh my gosh, that's my grandmother's name, or something like that. Just know that one reading comes through and tries to connect with so many people with their loved ones. And that's the way this works, okay? So Cara, you're all set, sweetie. The way I like to do these readings when I have a lot of people on here is I like, so Cara, if you can say, hey Julie, just so I know you're here. Excuse me. I don't have a moderator today, and I'm starting a reading. So I used to be a preschool teacher and tell my students to please sit crisscross applesauce. So I'm going to ask you to do that. And once I'm done with Cara's reading, she just said, hey, Julie, then I'll jump on to the next one. Okay. So Cara, the way I like to do this when I have a group reading is, group readings is I like people to ask me or tell me who it is that you want to hear from, but I don't want their name. So I'm a psychic medium. So if there's somebody that you want to hear from, if you could tell me who they are to you, grandmother, mom, dad, just like that, if you could put that in the comments. And thank you everybody for having good manners. Until my moderators come on. Your grandfather. Okay. And some of you are putting who you want to hear from. I'm only doing a reading from Cara right now. Okay. So Cara. So if you guys could do me a favor and not respond, and then I will pause and then pull the other person forward for a reading, okay? So Cara, you wanted to hear from your grandfather, correct? Did your grandfather live with you, or did he live next to you? Not only do I feel your relationship close, I feel destination close. Does that make sense? And would he joke around? Because he's like, I got your nose. Do you know what I mean? I got your nose. I keep doing that. And I don't know if you are Irish, but he shows me a 4-leaf clover. Oh, you live with your parents. There's something about your grandfather living like close to you guys. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And I'm just doing a reading for Cara right now. Thank you guys for tuning in and for being patient with your comments until my my moderators come on. So Cara, he like jokes around. Do you know what I mean? He jokes around. He says it like that. Your grandmother lives close. Okay, that would just be his way of showing me that's around. And I don't know if this is you, your grandmother, or your grandfather, but I see the color red, which usually tells me like red garnet or red ruby. So is somebody's birthday, anniversary, or day of their passing either in January, which that's the stone for, or July? January or July. Does that mean anything to you when I say that? Yes? Okay. And do you also have, I keep getting the J's around you. So is there either a John or James here or crossed over? July. July is important. Can I ask you, sweetie, he shows me 10. Did he like pass away 10 years ago? Did he pass away in 2010? Did he have 2 kids? Is October big? Like he literally shows me the number 10. And are you vacillating through? Yes, John would be his brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Are you vacillating between are you going back and forth on careers? And your grandmother's birthday's in October, and I'm assuming that's the grandmother, that's his wife, because he literally showed me 10. So he's on a roll. I love this. Uh-huh. Hold on one second. I don't know if you're in a quandary. Yeah, because you want to do one thing because logically this would make a lot of money, but then your heart is pulled to the other thing. And I can't tell you which direction to go in. I just know that I used to be a recruiter, and that was like, logically, I'm going to do this and it's going to bring a lot of money. And then my heart was doing this kind of work. Do you know what I mean? So it was like one logical, they're totally 2 different things. One's very logical and one's like more spiritual, or it's artsy. It's in a different category. Does that make sense? And he's making me feel like he just told me you're a smart cookie. And do you love music or something? Do you always have to like, some people cannot like not have music. Torn between working and being a stay-home mom. Okay, that's why he's showing me, which I would consider spiritual and creative, because you would need to do that. Is there a way that you can start? Because I feel like you want to be home, but you also want to like, he's saying like talk to adults. You also want to talk to adults, if that makes any sense. Is there a way for you to do this part-time? Can you do something where you can get out a couple days or like part-time? Does that make sense? And are you doing this all on your own? For some reason, he makes me feel like, are you on your own, if that makes sense? So yes, to do something part-time, or yes. I don't know if you're alone or if you don't have many friends to talk to, or if you've been doing this by yourself. I've been working at the school and your husband works a lot. Yeah, I just felt like you're alone a lot. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you take care of everything. You're not on your own, but you take care of everything. So it feels like, even though you're married, there are times where you're really alone because your husband works so much. Does that make sense? That's what Grandpa's trying to show me. You're a really good mom. Do you have a little boy? You are a really good mom. A really good mom. There's not anything that you're yeah, every need is being met. A little boy. I could see that. So he's aware of that. Is anybody actually like named after him? Is there a junior? Like, I don't know why I keep hearing. Is there an MA, like a Max or a Mary, either here or crossed over? And the other thing I was hearing, say that to me again, Grandpa, if you show me. Was your grandpa well connected? Like, did he grow up in the place where he ended up passing away? Like, he makes me feel like he knew a lot of people in that town, if that makes any sense. Oh, your son is named after your father. Okay, because grandpa was like, he's named after, and I thought it was like him. Okay, that makes sense to me. Mm-hmm. Did your grandfather have heart problems, or did he have open heart surgery? I almost feel like there's like a scar across someone's chest, and that's their way of showing me that they had heart problems. His funeral is very big, so connected. It reminds me of like when I do readings for people who are like the fire chief of the community or something. Excuse me. Liver surgery. Okay. Someone else, you talked about your dad, and I just keep seeing a scar across someone's chest, which shows me like either thyroid or someone had open heart surgery, if that makes any sense. Transplant. Okay. Yeah. I know everybody knows this about him, but he did things fast, and it feels to me like he was better at giving than receiving. And so I do feel that he, yeah, I don't think he would have been a very good patient being sedentary. Does that make sense? Oh, grandfather and mother had thyroid cancer. Thank you. Yeah, because he was like showing me. Okay, I was like, is it here or here? Okay, that's how he shows me. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me see if there's anything that he has to tell you other than please don't be so hard on yourself. I feel like if you do a lot for other people, it feels like you're not selfish at all. So it feels like you do a lot for other people. And when you lose it, or when you have bad days where you consider yourself crabby, even though he's like, that's not even close to being crabby, you're kind of hard on yourself. So he's saying to be kind to yourself because you do run everything. He's like, your husband doesn't even know where the kids' toothbrushes are. Do you know what I mean? He's like, doesn't know any of that, and he doesn't have to ever worry about it. That's all the stuff that you've been doing. So every once in a while, just go look in the mirror and just go, oh my gosh, Kara, you're amazing. But your grandfather's coming through again and showing me 4-leaf clover, which is like, he's going to be your 4-leaf clover on the other side. Like, he's helping you. And I don't know if you're aware of this book. It's called Ask and It Is Given, but it's by Esther Hicks, and I think so important for you to read that book. Yeah, perfect. That's an important message. Thank you. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. I really would get that book. You're a better manifester than you know. Although I think you're a good manifester for other people. So you see that, like when other people need things, you're able to get it very quick. You're also very quick on your feet as far as like thinking. Your grandfather's calling you the jack of all trades. So he's like, you're really good at problem solving. So your kids and family are very lucky because you're there to be like a helper, but helpers sometimes forget to do things for themselves. So get a massage, get your feet rubbed, get your nails done. Do you know what I mean? I feel like you're very generous out to other people, and when it comes to doing something for yourself, you're like, well, I need a coupon for that, or it has to be on sale. Do you know what I mean? But thank you for asking for this reading, and thank you for being so patient. He definitely is around you. Look for signs from him. He keeps making me feel like either he really liked music, or they even played it when he was starting to pass away, but he really likes music because he's humming it to me. And so keep music around you. And I feel like the little boy around you really likes music too. I would look into like even, not like a drum set. Your grandfather's funny. We're not getting your son a drum set, but like a ukulele or guitar. I just think he's going to be very good at it. Okay. Thank you so much for allowing me to do the reading for you. I just got my grandmother, Asterio. Thank you for doing that. She loves music too. He's very much around her. Thank you guys for being here and being so patient. I haven't seen any moderators yet. I usually have 1 or 2 moderators. So do me a favor and just tap this really quick. I will be on here tomorrow doing readings as well. I'm the next person that's up is Kim. And so Kim, you paid for and wanted a reading. There you are, Kim Lovebirds. I love that. Kim Lovebirds. So the way I like to do it when I have a group reading is I like people to let me know if there's one person that they wanted to hear from in general, because I have a lot of voices yelling at me right now. I don't need to know. 5:30 p.m. Pacific Coast time tomorrow. Thanks, Sarah. And I also do phone readings and text readings. And usually my text readings are $100 for half an hour, but I have them for $50 right now. So if you go to my website, they're 50% off. I have those also. So you can get a private text reading for $50. And that's always fun for people. But I do phone readings too. Okay, let me see. Okay, everybody, I need you to sit crisscross applesauce. I don't see one of my moderators, but I didn't let them know I was coming on. And so Kim Lovebirds, you wanted to hear from your grandmother. Kim Lovebirds. Yes, I see. Oh, good, Kim. Thank you. We do have a moderator. Here we go. So I'm just doing Kim moderator. I have Kim Lovebirds. I'm doing one right now. Lisa, then Lila, then Gina, and then I'm done. So thank you for being here. So Kim Lovebird should be the only one talking, you guys. If everybody else could do me a favor and sit crisscross applesauce and just go ahead and tune in and sit back and relax. There might be double messages, but I definitely know I'm reading for Kim right now. Kim, can I ask you something? Did you ever do, hold on one second. Did you ever do hair, or did you just get your hair done or something? Or did you do your grandmother's hair? The reason why I'm asking is I see someone doing somebody's hair and I smell the products. Yes, you do hair, or you just got your hair done? And one thing I feel like you already know this, but I really feel like your grandmother is your guide. Yes, you were a hairdresser. Okay, good. She just is very aware of that. And Gina, you are, it goes Kim, who I'm reading right now, then Lisa, then Lila, then Gina. Okay, thank you. So Kim with your grandmother. You have to know that the special bond that you guys had between you guys was like, when that happens and she crosses over, then she becomes kind of like your guide. Some people will even say, is my grandmother my angel? If you would like to refer to her as your angel, then she is. But so funny because your grandmother's kind of feisty, because she's like, I'm no angel, and she starts laughing. So is your grandmother feisty? Because I was like, she's your guide now and she's your angel, and she goes, I'm no angel, and she starts laughing. So she had like a really good sense of humor, or was she feisty? And this is for Kim Lovebirds. Yeah, she's so funny to me. So funny. I feel like you're constantly talking to her. I feel like you're constantly telling stories about her, if that makes any sense. And hold on one second. Did she pass away at home? Was the whole family around her? Yes, you speak to her all the time. One of the things that I'm seeing is like she's laying in her bed and I can see all my family around me. Do you know what I mean? So I'm trying to understand if she passed away in a hospice, if you guys were all there. Does this make sense? Somebody's putting, she had the best care. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes, is your mom still alive? Is this your mom's mom or something? Because somebody's regretting, like, oh, I wish I would have taken better care of my mom. But she, yes, we were all at home for hospice. Thank you. Yes, it's your mom's mom. And she shows me like, thank you. No wonder you all miss her, because she was like the matriarch of the family. Do you know what I mean? Such a strong person. And she would not take no for an answer. Like, if you were like, I want to have a hot dog stand, she'd be like, do it right, do it with passion, do your research, but like if you're gonna if you're gonna sign up to do something, do it. Yes, she was. Yeah. I just keep seeing that. And I just feel like every need that I have is being met. Sheets are clean. I'm getting lotion put on me. Somebody's rubbing my feet, for heaven's sakes. Like, she was really well taken care of. And I do record this and put this over on YouTube later, just so you know, so you can look back at it later. But I have to tell you that she's like, what's the problem? Like, who's regretting not taking care of me? I was a princess. I was a queen. I would say, I want chicken noodle soup, and they would have chicken noodle soup. I want a hamburger. I would have a hamburger. She's like, couldn't eat those. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, she every need she had was met. And I have to tell you, she comes kind of a vengeance around you. So I don't know if you're dating somebody. This is also true. Okay. I don't know if you're dating somebody or if you are eager to please or eager to believe people or something because you're a good person. But I have to tell you, she's so protective over you. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense to you? And she does not want any... Could grandma swear? She's like, I don't want any jackasses around her. Like, she just said it. So excuse my language, but I'm just the messenger. This is why she's like, I'm no angel. She just is so funny to me. You're married. Okay. There's something about people, like friends who are going to suck your energy dry, even family members who are going to take more from you than they give. She's very protective over you. Does this make sense to you when I say that? Excuse me. And I don't know if you just have a good heart. So you're like, they said they were going to be here. They said they were going to bring, pay the money back. And she's like, don't give it to them. Like, she just like over trusting because you're a good person, so you think people are, but I have to tell you, she's just so protective over you. Does that make sense to you when I say that? You're going through a spiritual journey. Well, I always tell people, are they a healer or are they a narcissist? So just make sure. Healers are like, you can go to anybody for a reading as long as they have good energy. And there's a lot of different books to read. You don't only have to read mine. And there's a lot of paths to the divine energy that's around you. You don't only have to follow my way. Like, that's a true healer. But narcissistic healers, people who haven't healed their own stuff, will be like, you have to only come to me for a reading. Do you know what I mean? Like, so you're I just almost called her your mom. Did she help raise you? She's really coming through so protective. But I have to tell you, like, she was like this. She really watched over everybody. Do you know what I mean? She just really was protective over her family. And she was nice if you were nice to the family. But if you do anything wrong, you don't have to worry about grandpa. I would worry about grandma. She did help raise you. Okay. And she loved that. Do you know what I mean? There were a lot of kids. Do you know what I mean? She's like, I was the old woman in the shoe. I had so many children, I didn't know what to do. There are a lot of kids. How many kids do you guys have? Are you guys like My Big Fat Greek Wedding? So funny because I'm Polish. Yes, there's 7 kids. I was just going to say, I'm Polish, but my mom's Polish, my dad's Irish. And so we like the Irish Catholic family where you have so many. So I had 22 cousins just on one side alone. 22 first cousins, like on one side of my family. And so she's making me feel like there's a lot of kids. You know what I mean? She talks to me about that. Did she make cinnamon rolls? Did you give her cinnamon rolls? Did she like cinnamon toast bread? Like, I have no idea what she's showing me other than my mom used to make these huge cinnamon rolls. And was that something that she asked for before she passed? Was it one of her favorites? Something cinnamon. You're obsessed with them. Okay. Yep, she just showed me that. How, of all the things I could name, like, what would she tells me to tell you there's this place in Oregon. Like, I don't know where you live. I don't feel like you're from Oregon, but they have, because she's like, you like different kinds too, and they have to be a certain way. It reminds me of like Cinnabon at the mall. Show me that one more time. But there's a place here in Oregon that has, yes, Gina, I know, sweetie, I'm just in the middle of a reading, sweetie, but I see you. You're in Texas. Okay. There's a place that has like, it's like bourbon, cinnamon rolls with like bourbon jam on top or something like that. And they're supposed to be out of this world. So I don't know if a place like that is around you. But anyway, back to this. There's something about a keepsake box. Do you have things of her? I literally just saw or do you keep, you're very nostalgic. Do you know what I mean? Like I just keep feeling like I see a treasure chest and I'm opening it and I have my things in there. Does it make any sense to you as she says that? That's like a hope chest. I haven't seen one of those in days. And Gina, I know you're waiting and I know other people are here for your reading. I'm not going to forget and it's going to be perfect timing. So thank you for your patience as I just read an order of people who paid. I know, Gina. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, Gina, one of the things I did, and I don't want you to do it now, is I'm going to have to go off and come back on to send you a message then, because this happened to me before, but I'm right in the middle of a reading, so I'll take a break after this one, and I'll come out and I'll come right back, okay? I'm going to send you a message on Venmo, and then when I pull Gina forward for her reading, I'll ask you what that message is, okay? Thank you. No, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Yeah, who was the other Gina? Hold on one second. So Gina, I'm sure you did that by mistake, but if anybody tries to hop on someone's reading who's paid, I actually block them because I don't want that kind of energy around. We have a lot of good people here, including the moderator. So I'm here for you, Gina. I'm just going to keep doing this reading and I'll come back on. Okay, so let me see. Okay, see, I'm losing my train of thought. Okay, so Kim, okay, no worries. So my readings are done for today, but I am doing readings tomorrow at 5:30 Pacific Coast Time, and they are a $25 donation. So Kim, let me see anything else. Does the Hope Chest mean anything to you? Kim Lovebirds, as I say that. It's like a hope chest. So it makes me feel like I'm opening this up and I have things in there. It's like, or do you collect chests? I have not seen one of those for days, if that makes any sense to you. Is she still on here? Kim Lovebirds, are you still on here, baby girl? I don't see her now. Oh, there you are. Good. Thank you. The hope chest, does that mean anything to you? Did she have a hope chest? Like it's like in somebody's bedroom or at the end of their bed. Please tell your mom that your grandmother is so glad that her wishes were granted and that she could pass away at home. She would have hated being in the hospital. I'm telling you that right now. Not her thing. Do you know what I mean? She just wanted to pass away and around her. Okay, I will. And she also says that you gave her a great gift of showing her that she was loved. Like she passed away knowing how much she was loved, and everybody knew how much she loved them. And that's really unique, and that's what this is all about. I'll do readings for people who have crossed over and they didn't get a chance to tell people they loved them enough. Do you know what I mean? But I know that she really loved her family. So tell your mom she did way more than enough. She's so grateful that she was able to, you guys honored her wishes and let her pass away at home like she wanted. She wanted that. That's how she puts it, okay? I hope this brings you peace. She is very much around you. She's your guardian angel. She's more like just feisty though, just a feisty guardian angel. So there's nothing that you can't accomplish with a grandmother like that. Okay? You're welcome. And I do have this recorded, and we are reposting it over on YouTube sometime tomorrow. And if you don't know what my YouTube channel is, you can go here and then see. I am getting ready to do the next reading, and that is for Lisa. And I know there's going to be a lot of different Lisas. So, Lisa, can you tell me that you're here? You're welcome, Kim. Good luck to you. She's so cute. If you guys want a, there's Lisa. I know, I was like, I was going to make you give me the last initial, because I know a lot of people would be like, I'm Lisa. Oh, thank you for that. Okay, so Lisa, and for those of you coming on right now, my name is Julie. I'm a psychic medium, and I do readings on here, and I have lovely moderators, so please take a moment to thank them as they provide a wonderful atmosphere in which I'm able to do my readings. And two, these readings are recorded and put over on YouTube. Anything that you want to find out about me, like how to schedule a reading, I do phone readings, I do Zoom readings, you can put there. I do have a book called I Am Home. It's on Amazon. You can purchase that there as well. And I do right now have 50% off text readings. So it's 30 minutes for only $50. It used to be $100, but for just for the next while, for the next couple of months, because of our situation on the planet, I am having that at a special rate. So if you did want a reading and you wanted something more specific than my readings on here, I do text readings too, and all of that information's available at my website. Okay, so moderators, thank you so much. I will be doing readings tomorrow at 5:30 Pacific Coast time, and if you're not following me, you can follow me, and that's how you'll know when I go live, because I post things. Okay, so perfect. So I'm going to, so Lisa Q, I am ready for you, sweetie. And the way that I like to do group readings is I like it if you can let me know if there's someone specific that you wanted to hear from, like mom or dad. I also do pet readings as well. And thanks, moderators. You guys are wonderful. So I am doing a reading right now for Lisa Q. Reminds me of Susie Q. Baby, I love you, Susie Q. So it's Lisa, Lila, and then Gina. So Lisa, where'd you go, baby girl? Lisa Q55. Okay, whoops. I didn't see the first request. I just see or nephew. Can you tell me who the other one was, sweetie? It just says or nephew. Lisa, can I ask you, did your nephew pass away? Okay, your mom or your nephew. Did your, as I pull their energy through, I always go for like how I feel. And I feel extremely dizzy. So it's like, this is like someone was in an accident or they passed out. I'm feeling extremely dizzy, and I feel like I'm going like this. So was your nephew or your mom in an accident? Or was someone taking medication and or drugs and passed away? Okay, I feel extremely, I have to go with what I feel extremely dizzy, like extremely dizzy. Okay, that's okay. I'll just put it to the side. I'm recording this so you can play it back again later. But who we want to hear from sometimes doesn't come through, then other people start to come through too. So let me see what I can show you here. Hold on one second. I keep seeing the number 5. So do you have 5 people in your family? Or did someone pass away in, what is that? May, right? March, April, May. I keep seeing a number 5. So it's like someone passed away on the 5th of a month. They passed away on the 5th month, or there's like 5 people in a family. I just keep seeing 5 like that. See, I'm getting dizzy again. Did someone have like a stroke, brain aneurysm? I just am feeling so dizzy, and it's like here. You have 5 sisters. Okay. So including you, yes, in 5. Okay. In your family group. Okay, I see that. Mm-hmm. Hold on one second. Was your nephew the oldest boy on that side of the family? Yes, I have 5 in my family, 2 sisters. Okay, I understand. Thank you. That's the number 5. Okay. Hold on one second. There's something going on here. When I start to get numb, it's like someone wasn't able to say goodbye, or someone who passed away, one of their actions was part of their passing. Does that make sense to you when I say this? Because sometimes a reading goes really fast like this. Sometimes it goes a little bit slower. So was anybody's passing, either your nephew or not your mom, an action that they had caused their passing? Does that make sense to you when I say that? Okay, I'm just going to put it to the side. I feel numb, and when I feel numb, it's like regret of someone's passing. So that means that they didn't get a chance to say goodbye. Does that make sense to you when I say that? Do you have in your family like Patrick, either here or crossed over, or somebody named P? It can be a friend too. Yeah, if you tell me what they passed of, then I'll be able to tell you what this feeling is, because sometimes it goes faster, and sometimes I'm feeling numb, and so I need to understand what this feeling is. And it's like that's with regret, if that makes any sense. So I don't know if you weren't able to say goodbye to your mom or your nephew. And my head, did someone not have a stroke or a brain aneurysm? And if it's not your mom or your nephew, then we have somebody from your family jumping on. Do anybody around you were able to say goodbye to both of them? Okay, so what's happening is I have a feeling someone's jumping on. So this happens, like we'll want to hear from someone so bad, and then one of your loved ones who either didn't get a chance to say goodbye will come forward, and it's like brain aneurysm or stroke. I feel like it's a man for some reason. Is your dad here, or is he crossed over? Your dad. And is anybody, and dad is here. Okay. There's a gentleman on the other side. So I know how this goes, and I believe everything that you're saying is true. When you listen back to this, you're going to be like, oh my God, that's so-and-so. So I always say we get like, what is it called? Medium amnesia. I do this too because I get really excited. So hold on one second, because I want to stick with this, okay? So put everybody to the side, and I'll start to show you what I see. I keep seeing a harbor around boats, and or like lake or harbor or ocean. Harbor, ocean, beach. Mom had cancer. Go to her brain. That's why I was like, it was like hurting here. Could she not stand up when the cancer hit her brain? Could she not stand up? Do you know what I mean? Because I was feeling it in my head, and I just felt so dizzy. Do you know what I mean? I felt so dizzy. See, I'm telling you, there's something that I feel like. Did your mom run the house? Like, was she? I'm getting a lot of strong women here with readings. Do you know what I mean? Correct. When she was first diagnosed, she could not. Okay, that's her way of showing me. And can I tell you, yes, she's very strong. Because I'm just getting, this is a reading for a lot of strong women today. And can I tell you, she's like, Julie, I know families are beautiful, but my family is beautiful. Like, she just says that it's like, I bred well. Do you know what I mean? I bred well. Does that make sense to you when I say that? Who's the person with the with the boats or harbor? Was somebody in like, show me that again, like the Navy or the Marines or something? Or was there somebody who lived next to a marina, a harbor? I just keep hearing that over and over again with you, Lisa. Or where do you live, Sunshine? Perhaps they're showing me where you live. Do you also, Lisa, do you have a picture of your mom? Like my eldest has a picture of my mom, right? Your dad lives near a harbor. Okay, thank you. I was like, I'm losing lose it here. What's going on? Your dad lives near a harbor. Okay, yay, Mom. Yes, you have a picture. See, she's telling me you were so worried. You're like, she's not going to be able to read me. And they're like, no, just stick with it. Sometimes it's right on, and sometimes like it's hard for me. Can I tell you, this is the regret I'm feeling with your mom. It's like, not regret. It's like this shook people's faith, because your mom's such a wonderful person, and they always say like, oh, everything happens for a reason, or there's your parents met in a coastal town. Thank you so much. And your mom's telling me it was like The Notebook, and she just keeps telling me that your family's really good looking. She just keeps saying that over and over again. And I don't know if someone has a business with your name on it. For some reason, I keep seeing a house with like somebody's like name on it. I feel like she's trying to show me a business, or did someone put a plaque for your mom somewhere? But one of the things that I can feel is that this shook everybody's faith, because your mom's such a good person. She's the first person to help out the community. She hated seeing anybody without. And there were times where you guys didn't even have money, but your mom was like, we have to go feed the neighbors. We're like, we don't have enough food. Look at all these kids. What are you doing giving the neighbors food? But she just was generous. And then for this to happen feels like such a kick to the stomach. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it's like, why not have somebody who's like murdered somebody have brain cancer? Like, why did that have to happen to my mom? Yes, she was a social worker, right? So I feel like the numbness, or the, not regret, but like not understanding. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But so I feel like when your mom was first diagnosed with this, I feel like she was mad. Do you know what I mean? She's like, I did not do all this goodness to have this. Do you know what I mean? That's how she makes me feel. She wanted to be here longer, but I can tell you that now she's crossed over, very much so. Okay, that's the numbness I was feeling, because I was like, something's not okay with the passing. But her send-off was beautiful, she says. Her send-off was beautiful, and didn't discuss it with you. Nope. Hold on one second. My dog always does this. Come on, Delilah. You want to come say hi to everybody? She likes to say hi. Say hi to Delilah. There we go. You've been fed. You've been walked. You've had your snacks. There we go. And you have to know that I feel like she couldn't have. She had to fight the good fight. And if she told you guys about, like if she had to discuss it, I don't think she would have had the strength to keep going. Does that make sense? So it's almost like she's like, please forgive me if you feel like I should have done things different. She really did the best that she could. I feel like you understand it, but other family members might be saying like, oh, we could have, it does now. Yeah, we should have talked about this, but she only had enough strength to deal with what was in front of her. And though she was very upset about having this, but she had faith that she was going to fight it. And I feel like so did everybody else. But just know, I know sometimes life is nonsensical. It doesn't make sense why bad things happen to good people. But I can tell you that she's very much at peace now on the other side. And she's not gone. Her body has dissipated, but her spirit is very much still alive. And I don't know. Yes, she lived very much longer than they said she would. And that's because she was quiet about it and not discussing it and fighting the big fight. She had to handle it that way to have enough to go. Does that make sense? Oh, thank you, Miss Verde. You're so sweet. And Kim Aries, you're so sweet too. You guys are amazing. And now your nephew. Was something with your nephew? Could he not breathe or something like that? Was there something wrong with his airway, his airway. Like I feel like when I pull your mom through, those are the messages I felt from her. And now when your nephew comes through, I have to break for a minute. I'm feeling dizzy with him too. I just feel like I cannot breathe. I can't get enough. I just can't get enough air. Like I feel like I can't breathe. I feel like I can't breathe. Did he have some fluid in his lungs or something? Yes. Okay. Sweet angel. Sweet, sweet, sweet angel. Did you guys do he shows me something on the ground and then floating up, something on the ground and floating up. So I don't know if someone calls him now your guys' angel, or if you guys let go of balloons for him. He died with fluid in his lungs from cancer. I understand. Yes. Yes. It's a double whammy for your mom and him. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes, and I don't believe in curses, but I'm just going to say it out loud, is sometimes people go, what, are we cursed that this would happen to us? No, you're not cursed. But sometimes bad things happen to good people. And when we only have two choices, really, it's like to mourn, you definitely need to mourn, because I would be pissed. And then know that something good will come out of this. And I don't know what it is, but like you guys will do something in honor of them and have. Yes, you did balloons for him. Okay. Thank you. He's very aware of that. He's very aware of that. And I don't know if there's something big in April or if somebody's name is like with an A. Excuse me. And it can be August too. But he draws an A for me. I don't know why I need to tell you this. Say it again. I don't know if someone watched the movie Up, or if he's showing me, there's this Disney movie, it's called The Clouds, and the guy sings up, up, up. It's like a song. It's a song with up. I know that sounds weird. I'm trying to translate a song here, and I'm trying to understand what he's trying to show me. He was born in April and died in April, and his name was Anthony. Okay. Woo! Lisa, you were so worried at the beginning. You're like, she's not going to read me. This is all wrong. She can't read me, darn it. And then all of a sudden now you feel hopeful, right? You feel so hopeful. I'm so glad, sweetie. This has been like a cloud hanging over. Watch that movie, The Clouds, with that guy. It's just like a song. I can't understand what he's trying to say. But your family is amazing and they're dynamic. You have me and I want to give you a hug so bad. Can you guys do me a favor? I know everybody's on here like, I can't wait for her to do my reading, and I understand that. I'm here for you. But can we all tap for Lisa, or put in comments some hearts, some blue hearts, red hearts, pink hearts. Thanks, Cass. For her and her family, this was like, it's enough to have mom pass away, but nephew too. It's like too much. It's too much. Do you know what I mean? He is their angel. Look for feathers for his parents. Look for feathers. He was such a trooper. They'll say he had things hanging out of him, and like what is it called? He had like tubes and things and people prodding him, and he just would smile. He just was this little smiley character. Do you know what I mean? God, he's just so cute. So cute. Sometimes some pain will come from our game. Oh, Miss Verde, you're amazing. He really was. He went through so much. And he keeps showing me 6. So I don't know if he was 6 when he passed, 6 months old, 6, or why he showed me the number 6. But he shows me the number 6. And he needs to know. I feel like mom, it's kind of like reaching out to like friends and sisters, but dad feels awful because he was supposed to save the day and be Superman. And he's like, it's okay, daddy. Oh, this is making me cry. It's okay that you weren't my Superman. It's okay. Because he's your angel now. He's your angel. So look for feathers in unusual places. Look for them in the sky. see that movie Clouds by Disney. It's like that guy, and maybe share this with them. I'm going to repost it over on YouTube. But it was like, he showed me. Yeah, thank you, Kim. Yes, feathers. Or any song, anything about the angels, anything about songs of angels or feathers. He's just trying to show them that he's around. I am so glad you got this reading today so that you know that he's watching over you. And I know, I feel like he makes me feel like people are sadder than he was. He got to come here. He got to experience so much love. And even though he wasn't perfect, his parents loved him. Like, do you know how many people have, they're trying to be, yeah, they call him their angel. How would I know that? See, he's like, angel, angel, angel. And one more thing, he's like, I wasn't perfect, Julie, and my parents, my family loved me, hugged me, kissed me, like loved me so much. And always buying new toys, like trying to entertain them because they had to be so sedentary or whatever. And then, let me see, hold on one second. So, show me the other thing that you were saying, sweetie. I don't want to disconnect from that. Sorry, closing my eyes just for a second. And how many kids are try to be perfect and are healthy and their parents never love them. Like they're not good enough. There's always something that a parent would pick on them for. He experienced unconditional love and he came here not perfect and his parents loved him so much anyway. You don't know the gift that they gave him. They did everything to make him feel comfortable. So dad needs to forgive himself for not being able to be his superhero. I just keep hearing that. He's like, Daddy, you didn't need to be my superhero because I'm your angel now. I just keep hearing it over and over again. My goodness. Oh my God. So I'm so glad you got this reading today. I will record it and save it, post it over on YouTube for you, okay, sweetie? But please know your mom and T are with you. I don't know if there's somebody named Marie or Mary in your family, also either here on the other side or somebody with an M, but he shows me that as well. Not sure if you saw, she said he was he was diagnosed when he was 6. I didn't. Yeah. Messages for his sister or brother. Just that he loves his family. Just keep honoring him the way that you guys are honoring him, and he just keeps saying thank you. He also knows that a lot of time was taken away from mom and dad where they could have been spending time with them because he was sick, and he's sorry about that. And are they getting a puppy? I see a little dog with a bow on it. So yeah. Someone wants a puppy, I'm telling you. One of them, brother, sister, really wants a puppy. Telling you, if they show it to me, then I know. Yeah, not that you know of. There's one coming. He shows me a puppy. And if he knew everything else with the harbor and all of that, yeah. He just says, get the puppy. Get the puppy. It's going to bring so much joy to the family. Whew. Okay, so I'm going to pull back a little bit because I know I'm going to be doing another reading after this. You want a puppy. Okay. Yeah. Woo. Woo. I am doing a discount on my text readings. They're usually $100 for 30 minutes. They are now $50 for 30 minutes. So if you want a reading that way, please know. And I do them on here for a $25 donation. So there you go. Thank you so much. Lisa, thank you for letting me give you that reading. I want to thank your loved ones for coming through so clear. And just know mom and nephew are together. They are together. Okay. Perfect. Oh my gosh, Lisa, thank you. So next is Lila. You're welcome, Lisa. And then Gina. And I will be on here at 5:30 Pacific Coast time tomorrow. So just so that you're aware. and with the same thing by doing $25 donations. Some people don't make it in time to do the reading, so I always say you can go to my Venmo tonight and just message me through Venmo and say, this is a payment for 5:30 Pacific Coast Time reading for tomorrow. I am limiting my reading list for today, but I do phone readings, I do Zoom readings, and I do text readings if you want to check out my website. But I will be on here 5:30 tomorrow. Okay, so Lila and Gina. Lila, which is so funny because my dog's name is Delilah, and we call her, Delilah, but we call her Lila. Lila, 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 Bobila, Fanina, Fatafola, Lila, Lila. Lila, are you here? Lila. And if not, I remember Gina. So Gina, are you here? We'll just go Lila or Gina. And I do remember Gina. Gina, Bobina. Gina, okay. So Gina, you're the one that paid for your reading, so we'll hang. So Lila, if you're on here, I'd love to do your reading. If not, I can catch you tomorrow too. So Gina, the way I like to do my group readings, because when I start opening up, I hear a lot of names being thrown at me and I see a lot of different things. So this is different from my phone readings and my Zoom readings. So for these, I like to ask, is there anybody that you would like to hear from? And please don't tell me their name, just who they are in relation to you. Yeah, I don't either. You want to hear from your dad. Okay, let me see. Gina and your dad, Gina and your dad. Are you married? For some reason, I just keep seeing a wedding dress. You're in a relationship though. Okay. I don't want to be like, is he going to be proposing? Because your dad shows me a wedding dress. So there's something about you've been in a relationship for 9.5 years. Okay. That's okay, Kim. Thank you. Let me see what he's trying to show me. So I don't know if you were thinking like, I wish my dad, are you like very traditional? I wish my dad were still here because he could have walked me down the aisle, if that makes any sense. He shows me you in a wedding dress. So I don't know if that's coming up or if you're like, hey, it's time soon, but your dad brings it up and he brings it up for a reason. You always think about that. Okay. Who was there a separation in your family or was somebody divorced? Were your parents not together when he passed away, or was somebody divorced or separated? I keep seeing people like miles apart. There's something about being apart. He just keeps showing me that. Did you live, were you out of town, away from town? Did you live far away from him? And as they were together, okay. There's something about being away. He keeps showing me this. So I don't know if when you were growing up, he traveled a lot, somebody's away, but I also need to pay attention to that if it's not your mom and dad, then he's talking about something about, he is talking about someone being separated. So what happens is we'll have somebody that we want to hear from, and then someone else will come through and jump on our reading and be like, I'm part of the family and I want to talk about this. I'm the uncle and I got separated. Like they'll start to come forward, okay? So I need to bring it up for a reason. There's something separated or away. He just keeps showing me that. When your dad passed away, were you somewhere else? Did you live in a different town or something? Does that make any sense to you when I say that? Is someone building an in-law unit? I keep seeing a house, with a small house in the back. You just moved to a small town, or you just moved to a new town. Is it away from your mom? I keep seeing a house with an in-law unit. So did you move away from your mom or something when you did the move? And has someone been thinking we need to make an in-law unit? Just keeps showing me that. Who worked on cars, or did someone have a lot of cars or something like that? I keep seeing a house with a lot of cars. Was someone a mechanic? Did they sell cars? It's like a house with a bunch of cars. Like, so I'm trying to think of what he's trying to show me. Okay, just write it down. This happened before with the reading where she was like, no, and I understand that. He died in a car accident. Thank you. That's why he's showing me a bunch of cars. Were there other cars in the accident as well? Because I see a lot of cars. He just kept showing me that over and over again. Yes. Okay. Thank you. That's why he's showing me that. Okay. Did he pass away on impact? And were you the closest to your dad? Were you the only girl? He's showing me something significant about your and his relationship. So I don't know if you were the most like him. Okay. He was, and then he was brought back to life. Okay, you have to know that your dad is making me feel that he was the doer for a lot of things, and he would have hated being sedentary. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? He would have hated being sedentary. He just keeps showing me that. Are you going to flip houses, or what's the in-law unit? He won't stop talking about it. When you moved right now, were you guys saying, oh, we're going to make an in-law unit in the back and have like either my mom or your mom come live here? Or were you guys doing Airbnbs or flipping a house? I don't know why I keep seeing or the place that you live to, is it an in-law unit? Is it a tiny house? I don't know why he keeps showing me that, but I need to pay attention to it. My boyfriend's family is building another house on the property with it. Yes, that's it. Thank you. That's Daddy's way of coming through and just showing me that. Were you Daddy's girl? Were you guys the most alike? Did you look, there's something similar with you or something special with you guys, if that makes any sense. And he tells me that your family's very intuitive. Before you got the phone call about your dad, did someone say, I had a feeling, I felt so gross that day? Yes, you're Daddy's girl. Okay. Someone is very intuitive, like someone had a premonition, or it's like the phone rings and I immediately feel sick to my stomach and I don't know why. He's telling me like, you guys are very intuitive. Do you know what I mean? Reminds me of like when people have like, I call it gypsy energy in their family, where their intuition. My mom didn't want him to go to work that day. That's why. She knew. Do you know what I mean? There was this weird feeling. It wasn't like she did that every day, but it was like this weird feeling. Yeah. I just keep feeling like that. I don't know if he had to be put on a breathing machine, but as he comes through, I cannot breathe. Do you know what I mean? I just cannot breathe. But I'm going to go back to, and there's something about, like, I don't know if he's talking about a Bible or having faith, but he just shows me a book. It makes me feel like he's trying to say, like, you're going to have faith to get through this. Yeah, hold on one second. When I tell people he always had a Bible, thank you. He literally shows it to me. And like the reading I did before, yours doesn't make any sense. Your dad was the one helping people. Your parents were always the one helping the community. Why would this happen to somebody good? Why can't this happen to somebody bad? I get it. As a medium, I've had a lot of family members pass away, and I just didn't understand. But he is making me feel like so important to know that he did have a conversation with God saying, like, if you're ever going to take me, I hope it's quick. because his language of love was doing things for people. Does that make sense to you when I say that? Like doing, like language of love was like being able to do for people, to provide for people. If he couldn't do that, he wouldn't want to be here. And if he was kept here, he would not be the same person as people knew and loved. I feel like he would get grumpy not being able to do things. Does that make sense to you when I say that? I don't know why he shows me, I see a black and white checkered something. Something's checkered. I don't know if you play chess. I don't know if your mom has a black and white checkered floor, or why I see, hi Elena. I don't know why I see black and white. Checkered. It's a black and white. We do have a chess set. Thank you. Yeah, here. Yeah. There we go. Yep. That's just his way of showing me that. There'd be no way. Like earlier they were talking about cinnamon rolls. Now they're talking about like checkered chess. Like they're showing it to me. Yeah. So perfect. Okay, let me see if there's anything else that he's trying to tell me. I just know that this is a big, your mom, they're like each other's soulmates. Do you know what I mean? They're like soulmates. And so I feel like she's trying to go on without him, but it's like she relives that day. Do you know what I mean? I feel like wish she would have like pulled the spark plugs out of the car or taken the keys from him. Do you know what I mean? She knew. Your mom, she knew. Every day. Yeah, every day. But daddy's there and he's on the other side now. He doesn't have any pain. I know was devastated to how he was passing. I feel he wouldn't have allowed them to bring him back unless it was for you guys, because he wouldn't have wanted to. He was in a lot of pain, as he's telling me. But I feel like he did that so the family could say a proper goodbye. Does that make sense to you when I say that? I don't know why your dad's showing me a flag. Did your dad have a government job? Did he pass away around 4th of July or something? But you didn't get to say goodbye. Okay. That's the feeling. Remember I was saying, at the beginning, somebody was away. I was like, separated, away. He makes me feel like that. So for you and your mom, he's making me feel like he always had a flag put on your lawn and he loved it. Yeah, you were at camp. Please know he tells me this. Both of you guys play those two things over and over again in your mind. And this is for anybody else listening too. People pass when they pass. It's like, it's just something that we don't understand, but on a spiritual level, I understand it, if that makes any sense. So just so important to know that they know they'll see you again, and they know their spirit is transitioning into a different form, where they will be able to say, see you again. So I always say it's not goodbye forever, it's see you later, but it's not a goodbye forever. Excuse me. He's trying to make me feel like with you and your mom, and I just have to tell you how he's saying it. He's like, I didn't become such a good husband and dad for them to remember this bad thing, which was bad. It was awful. No, but like that was like 2% of his life. Remember the 98% of his life. Remember the things he did, what he taught you. Do you understand what I'm saying? I feel like so much of you is like wanting to like, I want my dad to be proud. I'm doing this because my dad would want me to do this. Does that make sense? And I have to tell you, he couldn't be more proud of you. He couldn't be more proud. But sometimes we don't get there in time because we're the one person that they're like, I could not say goodbye to you. I just couldn't. It was so hard. I love you so much. It would be too hard. So I had to go. So Just so you know, that's how I see things. But sweetie, you've got to know he's so proud of you. When you always are asking, I wonder if I would make my dad proud. And he says, every day, every day. And I don't know if he would call you Mija or little girl, but he literally says, every day, little girl. You make me proud. You make me proud every day, little girl. He says it like that. He literally says it like that. And I don't know why I keep seeing a watch, if someone has his watch, or why I keep seeing a watch, but I do. Does this make sense to you as he says this? Your brother has his watch? Okay. That's why he shows me. And he was the patriarch of the family, so everybody misses him because he's the dynamic and the leader and stuff like that. But I really feel like you guys are doing a really good job to keep going, but you and your mom have to let go of this guilt. You just have to. Because he's saying, try to remember the 98%. Yeah, it's just not the same. I understand. I totally understand. As a medium, I feel like they had so many people pass away in my life. So when I'm doing readings for people, I'm very extremely compassionate. So one of the things that I have to tell you, Sunshine, is when I lost my dad wasn't as good as a dad as yours. So I kind of was just glad he was out of his pain. But when my mom passed away, devastated, I used to call her for advice all the time. I got myself a journal, any journal, and just I had to write, dear mom, this happened today, or dear mom, I'm so mad that you had to pass away. I'm so mad. Write to them. Give it like 30, 40 days. It really does help. I always tell people you needn't have a medium to give you these messages, although I love getting readings from mediums too. You can definitely hear your family. It's like, I don't hear them like a disembodied voice. It'll be like a message like that's in your mind, but it's from them. You're like, I don't talk this way, or I wouldn't have known that. But he's telling me that it's like putting you on this like spiritual path. So I don't know if you've read the book by Brian Weiss. It's called Many Lives, Many Masters. Brian Weiss, people pronounce it different, tomato. But he's making me feel like this is, he's wanting you to go on like a spiritual journey with this. Does that make sense? Good. I really feel like it's going to help you. And he hears you talking to him. He hears you talking to him. He knows. So thank you for allowing me to give you this reading. Yes, this is making sense. Get your journal and write to him. And anybody else that's in here right now, if you are perplexed about someone's passing, or you didn't get a chance to say goodbye, or if there's things that you want to say, I have a book on Amazon called I Am Home. And it's so important to know that, like in that book, I share with people, your loved ones are still alive on the other side. I would not be able to get all these messages from them. Do you know what I mean? If they weren't. So I want to thank you guys for all coming in today and allowing me to give you a reading. So I want to thank your loved ones for coming through. I am going to be doing readings, Shelby, tomorrow at 5:30 Pacific Coast time. Yeah, hi Rebecca, hi Megan. Yes, everybody passes away and goes towards the light. Don't ever let a medium or anybody tell you that someone isn't, you're welcome, Gina, alive and still like, okay, this is what happens. We all come from this loving energy. You're welcome, Gina, thank you. And I call it home. Some people call it heaven. Some people call it universe. Some people call it the other side. Don't let anybody define it for you. Whatever your divine light is, you're the only one who can name that. That's what's so great. So you name, so we're all from this loving energy. We come here to the earth's plane to experience things, have relationships, and love and forgive and have joy, and go back. And we all go back there. Some people, when they cross over, well, all people, when they cross over, they do a life review and they look at their life. They're either happy of their life or they're not. If they had unfinished business, if they harmed people while they were here, they now are on the other side trying to help the people that they hurt. If they lived a good life, they're on the other side trying to help people to continue life as they know it. So they're always around you, and everybody goes back to that divine light. I don't believe that anybody's ever stuck, or they didn't make it, or they're earthbound because they decided not to go there. I don't believe that. I've never seen that in a reading. I just see people crossed over, and if you want to call it heaven or the universe or home or whatever you want to call it, they are all over there. And we will see them again one day. We will. So I will be on here 5:30 Pacific Coast time tomorrow. I do have to go get ready for a phone reading that I have at 7:30. So I'm going to go eat something with substance in it and do my 7:30 phone reading. But I want to thank first the moderators for coming through. I know, Lila, you weren't able to do your reading tonight, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to message you on Venmo. So bye, Rebecca. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. This is going to be, this was recorded and will be over at YouTube later, so you can re-look at it with all the messages. 5:30 Pacific Coast time. What time is it here now? It's 5:30 Pacific Coast time. All right, love you guys. Thank you so much. The moderators, Miss Verde, Cassie, Kim Aries, you guys are remarkable. I cannot do this without you. Thank you guys so much for everything. I love all of you so much. Just a reminder, I do phone readings and Zoom readings, and my text readings were usually like $100 for 30 minutes. But if right now they're $50, so I just adjusted the the price for that. And so they're 50% off for the next couple of months. So if you can't afford a phone reading or a Zoom reading, I do text readings, okay? Much love to all of you guys. Bye now. Thank you for tuning in.